It is Football Matters again, and we're going to be talking about football. And it's going to be an explosive weekend. And for every other team, including the London team, then unfortunately, the London team is going to be playing this weekend. But there is another London team that will be playing against Manchester United. Talking about Crystal Palace playing against Manchester United. Manchester United happen to be a team that's going through topsy-turvy. 6 and 7, as you want to call it. This is another edition of Offside brought to you by Arsenal Fans Beat. However, I want to say that Mickey Mouse, the Blues never lose man, is unavoidably absent today. But whatever happens, you have the energetic Danny in the house. Danny, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
So guys, we're going to be talking about football. And football, let's get started with United. United have done several things. I don't know whether they have a mythical challenge. They've done several things to correct the malady following the exit of Alex Ferguson. And those glory eras, they seem to be going up and down. Yes, they won Europa, they won a couple of FA Cup, Carabao Cup or whatever under Van Gaal and Erik ten Hag. But somehow, they said the owners are responsible for why United aren't playing well. And they say Glazers should go, but the Glazers cling on to United as if they are rich, you know. And somehow they are still in the frenzy. And they have Ratcliffe there doing all what he needs to do. But Ratcliffe somehow have gone under trouble waters with the way he sat the backroom staff. And the way they got Amorim too. Amorim said, "Look, give me time. Let me come in January and come with the team and start afresh." You say, "No, if you ain't going to come now, forget about the job." Yeah. For a young man that has been coaching, and this is an opportunity for you to coach an elite club side. Yeah. That jumped on the bandwagon. I decided to come to Old Trafford, but somehow it doesn't work out for him. Yeah. What is the really challenge with United, Danny?
Just like you were saying, sometimes I even wonder what really the problem is, because we have been going in circles all this while, like saying it's management problem, it's the players, it's the ownership or something. But I just believe one thing, that it all resonates around the fact that the ownership down to the management and then the players. I'll start with the ownership. I think ever since they decided to change the trend of Manchester United from a club that was focused on football to a much more money-making machine or something like that.
Club merchandise.
Yes.
Because when they buy club players, they know that they're going to sell the merchandise and make a lot of money. Yeah. And they did make money.
Yeah, they did. And everything changed ever since that time. That was after Family left. He was able to stabilize the ship one way or another. But ever since its exit, I don't think the managers that have came in have been able to do what he was doing. And now you move down to the management. The hiring and firing has been a call for alarm, because you will see, like today they were going for this manager. You will see the manager doing well in the other side where he's coming from when he decided to step into the Old Trafford management. Everything changes. He started doing one stupid thing to another. I think like most times these managers are being mortgaged, because just like you said, when you're moving from a smaller club coming to an elite club and then you want to coach a team like Manchester United, whatever options they give to you, you'll be willing to accept.
Yeah, because you need to.
I'll give an instance, like for Van Gaal. He was like a development coach rather than someone who is used to coaching elite players. So Zlatan said the same thing. Now, he used to coach academy players. All of a sudden, he started buying bigger names and everything. That's not you. Why are you changing? He decided to change because he wanted to give results. And at the end of the day, he got himself fired. It's the same thing with Amorim. I would say like he is not used to be managing elite players like the likes of Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, and everything. If you take for instance, like the team he was coaching, you will notice like the most prolific player back then when he was leaving, it was Gyökeres. He got him from where? Coventry City. So I don't think like
so basically those players were under his control.
Yes, like he can tell them jump through the fire or probably jump. They will just ask how high. But with the likes of Casemiro or Bruno Fernandes, with a lot of ego flying here and there, I don't think you can tell them to jump and then they will say how high. They will ask you, why should I jump? They wouldn't budge to some of your tactics and everything because they are being under the management of better coaches, like bigger coaches in the world. And then you can't just tell them to jump and then they decide to jump. No. And now, also, initially last year, when I predicted that there would be no European football for Manchester United, everybody that was watching me at that time would be thinking, is that even possible? Thinking about everything. I told you, right?
Yeah, you did.
I did. I said, no European football. He said, why? And then I gave my reasons. Because we have two key people in the team who were part of the problem initially, and they are still in the team. And it was the same thing. Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire. And Roy Keane said the same thing. Why do you have to keep the same people who are part of the problem in the team? And I was short of words when Saudi Arabia club came calling for Bruno Fernandes' signature for £100 million. And
good money. The
guy is already. I would say like I wouldn't want to say his best days are over. He might have like one or two under his belt along the way, but I think like he doesn't have that much to offer because he's in his 30s now.
Because for a team that want to rebuild, that would have been a process. You have backed on, start rebuilding, get younger players. Because the key thing for United from the outset when Fergie left was to rebuild and get back to the glory days.
Thank you.
But what it appears as if is that they're putting the fireworks to do this fire great approach that we have in general management in Africa, where you know that this road is bad, rather for you to evacuate everything that was in that road and start all over.
Wow.
You just come and just patch
it. Rough sometimes.
Yes.
Patch it. I think the mistake was made initially when we decided to go for David Moyes instead of going in for a coach that can actually build the team. Even at that time, if we decided to give that team to Pep Guardiola with those Asian players and everything, the same problem that we are facing now would be the same thing that would be experienced.
But Pep Guardiola would have sanitized the system.
Yeah, it's not like sanitizer. It's building a team is not much of Pep. He is used to buying early players, and at that time how would I say, like United was sinking in debt. So we don't have the financial capabilities to actually give him that type of money that he was looking for to spend $500 million or something to get the type of player that he might want.
But I also think, Danny, from my own opinion, I think one of the challenges that United faced was also they discarded the academy transition into the main team.
Yes.
That was one thing that Fergie was striving on. Even though you go out there and buy one key player, but you just see one academy player coming in, and you just bring the guy in, and the next thing the player becomes a star. So the moment they discarded that, it became an issue because there was no road paths for those academy players to get into the main team. So what they were doing was, you guys had a lot of young academy players, and they just feel they're not good enough, just send them off the next season.
Look at that Casillas guy that is playing for Real Madrid. He was our player.
You talk about
in a mainstay or in the world of football these days, there is no way if I'm a coach, I would decide to go in for Patrick Dogu and then not retaining that type of player in my team. Because he's a far more better player than Patrick Dogu. He knows how to set the ball into the box. He can score goals. Patrick Dogu is not like, I think like he's someone who is on hinge. He's not stable when he comes in terms of his performance. He will be doing well today, and then the other day he will be doing something worse.
Anyway, United squabbles, United troubles. Now, before we go into the battle for the weekend, from everything you've been able to review, who would you lay the blame on that this is where the issue is for United?
I think it's the ownership. That's where the problem lies. Yeah, I think if they
really have not done enough.
They haven't done anything. It's not like done enough. They haven't done anything because everything they have been doing so far, it was just to foster their own personal vendetta. Yeah, not like they are trying to build United or trying to make them get back to winning. Those were just mere words. How many of those things that they have promised the team or the coaches that have come in that they have actually acted upon? They haven't. They just keep making promises every year.
Anyway,
because they are making money, they are feeling in their pockets.
Anyway, they just keep making promises every year. Now United will be playing against a rejuvenated Crystal Palace side. A side that has grown through the whips and campuses. They've become very confident going to play against anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many players they've sold, but this is a team that have got the capacity to beat the current champions.
I'm telling you.
You know, on 3 occasions.
Yeah.
So playing against them at Selhurst Park, how do you think a United side that seems as it appears as if their ego has been shaken, especially with the losses recently?
Yeah.
How do you think United can face them at Selhurst Park and come with a result?
I think with our performance last week against this week rather against Everton, I don't see us doing something better, or possibly there might be a little bit of changes within the squad or something like that. But honestly, like sitting here, I'm scared because
wow.
Yeah, because
this man is scared for the first time.
Yeah, it's the truth. We are not playing well. We are not playing well. Somebody should be able to speak out the truth, because it's not like it's not because I'm supporting United or I love United so much, I should be so blinded to the truth or what is happening around the team. It doesn't work like that. I was going through one podcast. It was yesterday, and then this guy was saying, "Okay, now we're going to see who is actually using a better tactics when it comes to playing the 3-5-2 formation system." And with Ruben Amorim, he wants to possess the ball. With Oliver Glasner, he's more direct, and then he plays on an attacking length, wherein he can just try to hurt you every time he gets the ball and then
get the ball,
counter or something like that.
And they've got a good finisher in Mateta.
Yeah, because they have turned that guy into a goal scoring machine. He was the guy that everybody was frowning at. No, this guy can play for me. Even when he went to the Olympics, everybody was complaining. Why was he there? Because he couldn't even do that much. In the midst of those kids and everything, he was just playing just like a normal player, but now he has turned that player into a beast. That is how good a coach is. And the entire team is performing. You see their level of confidence with the way they carry the ball. They are not scared to attack teams, or they are not scared to play against any other big team in the Premier League. That shows you that there is a ideology which has been passed down to the players, and then they believe that this system can do something for the team, and it has proven that they have won FA Cup in recent times. But with us, I think like our players are rejecting the philosophy of Ruben Amorim, and that is exactly the reason why we have been struggling so far. Some games we have been performing really well. Some games we have been imbalanced. Like we'll be doing well in the next 5-10 minutes. We play one bad. You see the team decide to score like 2 goals or possibly like 1 or 2 or something like that. We have suffered countless number of like bad performances, goals that we're not supposed to concede. We concede them. The games like Nottingham Forest, games like Tottenham Hotspur, we were controlling the game. We just lost focus for just 5 minutes, and then at the end of the day, we are by trying to find an equalizer. You see, like all those things, it tells you like there is no consistency. And for me personally, sitting here, I really pity Kobe Menu. I think it would be a perfect partnership if we decide to play Kobe Menu, Bruno Fernandes, and then Casemiro in a much more productive system.
Well, you have one that's got energy, he's a ball carrier.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to even cover up for the shortfalls in pace for Casemiro. But I wouldn't know why the coach used to always put him on the bench. So
because for him, this system doesn't favor Kobe. And I don't know why they have been so reluctant to allow that young guy to find another team, because the World Cup is coming up. He needs to play. He's a very good player. Look at this side. Look at Anderson at Nottingham Forest, and then Adam Wharton at Crystal Palace that people are singing all praises for.
These were guys. He went to the national team ahead of them.
Yeah, if you see Kobe Menu playing, like when he's doing well, he's a far more better player than
that's true. I agree with you.
But now he's not playing. He has lost his confidence. And there is a high possibility that he might not be going to the World Cup. He'll be watching it from the television.
Anyway, so how do you think that United can at least, if you're not going to win at Selhurst Park, let them secure a good result? And a good result is a draw. So how can they? Because looking at how Crystal Palace plays football, they are highly motivated. For Arsenal to defeat them at the Emirates, it took a yeoman's job.
Yeah.
They sat back, they were attacking. When they want to attack, they attack you. When they want to sit back, they sit you. And where he and Daniel Munoz are, their partnership with that defense is super good. So how do you think that United can get a good result?
Maybe the player will take it upon themselves.
Is it going to maybe now?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't make any guarantees because I'm not the one playing, and I'm not sure when I'm already either.
Okay, let's have a combined 11 of Crystal Palace players and United.
From our past performance?
From your current performance.
Oh, God. I will choose McGee. I'll take Munoz from the other side, and then I'll use this Dimitri Mitchell from this other side. I'll use Anderson, and then I'll use Lemons. And then from the goalkeeping position, I'll go for Lemons. And in the midfield, I will take Adam Wharton and Bruno Fernandes. And at the top, I will go for Mateta, Wemo, and then I will take Ahmad on the other side.
Okay, your scoreline prediction, that seems to be a formidable team because the way Danny, I always tell you guys about Danny, he's a guy, his energy, his love for United is beyond words. But when it comes to saying things the way he calls things by their names. So you can see from his combined 11, you have more of Crystal Palace players in the team.
Yeah, sure.
So let's get to the point. Your scoreline prediction.
My scoreline prediction.
Yes.
If we decide to go there and then play the same way we played against Everton, it's going to be 3-0 or even worse. Yeah, it's going to be devastating.
Anyways, if you are just joining us on this live, this is the offside brought to you by Arsenal Fans Beat. You can follow us, make your comments count, and share the link as well. So we're going to be going next. You've heard it from Danny. If United fails to do what they're supposed to do correctly, if they go back to the same malady, the way they played against Everton, they're going to be trounced by 3-0. Well, for me, let me look at it. United cannot be beaten 3-0 again.
Hey, they have done it countless number of times. And what I say,
so this is going to be...
Crystal Palace have done it like, I don't know. The last time it was 4-0.
This is going to be 2-1. 2-1. It's going to be 2-1. But Sierra Leone was scoring in this game. And Crystal Palace are going to come out fighting. It's going to be a 2-1 victory over United. So we're going to be coming up. It's going to be a super Monday night. And Monday night football is something that I don't like it. The last live we had, you remember you said, I'm not too comfortable with Monday night football. And all of us were saying, are you scared? I'm one person that I don't like early kickoff. I don't like Monday night football. But whatever it is, it's going to be happening at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
Arsenal will be crossing across London.
Let's see if you guys have the balls to break the bridge. Against
their fellow Londoners. The people that claim they are world champions. Somebody said they won Principal Cup.
Yeah.
Not me. So, but anyhow, they are world champions in quotes. So, wherever you are as an Arsenal fan, a Blues person, let us know your comments. What do you think the match is going to look like on the Monday night?
I'm telling you, man.
Monday night, Danny.
Monday night football.
Arsenal is coming up from an ascendancy of beating one of the best club sides in Europe currently.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich. And the Blues also are coming up with an ascendancy of having won their last Premier League match and also defeating the almighty Barcelona.
Yeah.
Somebody will say this Barcelona team is not as solid as...
No, they are not as solid as compared to us. As far better.
But however you want to think it, Barcelona is Barcelona.
No, I disagree. It's not like Barcelona is Barcelona. Barcelona was supposed to be Barcelona way back then, but not anymore.
They still have
They have a
the name.
lot of. It's forget about the name.
It is still the name.
No, the
You
name.
cannot tell me that United is no longer United. You see glory, United.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Because if you take a look at Barca now, they still have a bunch of average players. It's only the tactics of the coach that is making them.
Those average players got to the semi-finals of Champions League. Don't forget.
Yeah.
So
it was out of motivation, not because of their.
So that same motivation is what is keeping them because of to compete toe to toe with Real Madrid in La Liga.
Yeah, I think like Madrid were in a bad form last season.
Anyways, it is going to be a super London derby. Not London derby, the London derby between Arsenal and Chelsea. Let's look at this game.
I'm telling you, it's a very crucial game.
From your perspective, looking at the form of the two sides. I know if Mickey is here now, you would have said a lot of stuff, you always say but personally, I've seen this Chelsea team as a good team. But the only place that flaw them is their central defense. They are so mixed up in that central defense.
Yeah.
The midfield is good, the attack is good. But coming up against Arsenal, another side also that appears to be formidable because the only matches I've seen Arsenal come to light was playing against Newcastle, playing against Bayern Munich. That is when I saw football at its best. And it appears as if the boys have grown to a level. And against Tottenham too. It seems as if they've grown into this.
No, with Tottenham, you guys can do anything. Even if you decide 11 defenders.
See, don't run it up on these
man,
guys.
don't tell me.
You have to respect these guys.
No, I can't give it. You can't give accolades to someone who doesn't deserve it.
Okay, let's come to the point now.
Yeah.
So, how do you foresee that this match is going to turn out on a Monday night?
I think it's going to be really entertaining. Yeah. There is one thing I was going through Joshua Kimmich, when he posted on Twitter. He was saying that, he said, when we played against Arsenal, he said it wasn't like it's football. He said we were dominated because these guys are very good when it comes to set pieces.
But we scored only one set piece goal.
Yes. He said everything was distorted because of your set piece. He said everybody in your team is very good when it comes to duel. He said, and the second ball, you won almost all of them. It seems like you know exactly like that is where their weakening point lies. So he was doing a comparison between your own game and then that of PSG.
Yes.
He said with PSG, it was an artistry of real football that played. With Arsenal, it's football, but not compared to the football that was played between them and PSG, because there, everybody showed the quality of what they possesses. With you decided to exploit them because like second balls, they can win it, and you were there to win it all throughout. So that was why it was really hard for them to control that game. And considering when I take a look at Chelsea, their defense line and everything, I think I wouldn't want to use the word like a defender that lost their way or possibly a defender that doesn't know what they're doing. It might sound disrespectful, but in a nutshell, I think their defense line, the only better people that can play there is Cucurella and then Reece James. Those centre backs, they are a bunch of I don't know. Sometimes they can be carried away by the game. They will concede 5 goals, concede 4, concede 3. It all depends on the team that they have played against. And if I can remember the last time when they played against you, they concede 5. So it's going to be a very interesting game because they are playing home, and I think they'll put up a fight to give you that game that you guys are looking for. But at the end of the day, with the way you guys have been playing, you have developed an artistry when it comes to set piece. You have made it like it's your own. You have been doing that against almost all the teams.
And everything is copying.
And the thing is like you have noticed that most of the team, that's their weakened spots, and you have used that to your own advantage. and it's going to be really hard for Chelsea to compete against you guys. If you decide to play the same way you play against Bayern, I don't see Chelsea standing a chance against you.
Wow, that's an emphatic one from Danny. So if we play as good as we played against Bayern, he doesn't see Chelsea having a chance against us. Now, Arsenal is going to be playing this game. The way it appears as if Arsenal is going to play this game without a number 9 striker. We don't know if Victor Gyökeres will be available for the game or they want to rest him again. Now, let us look at what, just like we did for United and Crystal Palace, what do you think from you as an outsider in this derby? What would you call your ideal combined 11?
It's very simple. 4 and 5, I'll go for all the Arsenal players. If you guys are using Mosquera and Saliba, I'll go for him. Even the goalkeeper, I can't reach taking Sanchez over Reda. Sanchez is a mess. Like he's an outlaw. The guy is an outlaw. The guy will
Chelsea guys will come for your head.
It's not about coming for my head. That's the truth. Even they themselves, they are scared. Sanchez can do anything. I don't know how you can get 8 goalkeepers, and then every single one of them is like a bunch of newbies. Someone is coming from an academy. They will just be giving goals away. They will be dashing goal anyhow. So, goalkeeping position, I'll go for Renner. He has been fantastic. He has been a great addition to the Arsenal squad, and he has been doing a lot of good things for the squad because I've seen a lot of games where you guys could have lose or possibly go home with a point. He kept you in the same. Yes.
Even though you also give some cherry.
And I'll go for Saliba and Mosquera. The left wing position, I'll take Cucurella. And the right wing, if they're using Rhys James, I'll choose Rhys James over
Timber.
Yeah. I will tell you why I will do that. You know, Timber doesn't strike me like someone who wants to play as a defender. The only reason why you guys are not seeing the lapses or possibly the mistakes that he has been making is because your team has been performing really
well. The guy
well.
defensively is solid. He's the most reliable guy in the team.
But there is one thing that Rhys James can give that Timber can't. It's those long balls going in.
Yes.
And I know how you guys normally like to play those dual balls. So if Rhys James is in your team, it's an added advantage. You'll be scoring more goals.
Just
because you can put that ball into the box.
Round off with your combined 11.
And then holding 6, I'll go for Casedo. I'll go for Declan Rice. And then I will take, who is the other guy? Ebereze. He has been fantastic lately. He has been a great addition to the squad. He has been able to gel in properly because he is a proven Premier League player. So I don't think it was supposed to be a problem. The only thing, if Oli Odegaard would have been around, I don't see him playing that often. But nonetheless, I'll go for him. And then in the attacking position, Saka has not been fantastic lately. Yeah, he has not been his best. So I'll go for Estevio. Yeah, I'll go for Estevio because this guy Trossard is injured. Then I'll go for either Garnacho or Pedro Neto. But that punchline, I will take that guy. What's his name? Moreno. I'll put him there. Even though he has not been scoring lately, but he has been causing a lot of havoc for those teams. Because if you take a look at the goal that you guys have been scoring, those goals that have been coming into the box, you will always make sure that the 2 center back, he put them in a position where they can hardly defend the ball coming in. So those wingers coming from the other side, they can easily score those goals. Go take, for example, Madueke's goal that he scored against Bayern. He did a lot of his movements caused a chaos in the defense, and everybody was switched off totally. So Madueke can score a goal, so I'll go for him.
Okay. After that, but I'll give my own combined 11. Then we'll come to score. No, let's get the scoreline prediction for the match. Let's just do that once.
If Chelsea put up a very good fight, like I'm hoping it will, I think it's going to be a draw. Yeah. It's going to be a draw and it's going to be 2-2 draw. Okay. But if they play poorly against you, oh God.
Anyway,
it's not going to be the same. It's going to be a replication of what happened last season, maybe 5-0 or so.
Anyway, football matters. Now coming to my defenders and join the attack. He's not scared of moving with the ball. He's not scared. So I would take a Martins Zubimendi. Initially I was skeptical about his height, that losing Partey is going to be a big problem for us.
But the Clarence have been covering that part. He's the one that has been winning those duels. That's why it's very easy for Zubimendi to win those second balls.
So, but that is why the Clarence is there.
Yeah.
So,
but before this time, it was Partey that was doing everything, and the Clarence was winning the second.
Partey was killing us, bro.
No, it was the guy wasn't killing.
Partey was killing us. No. Partey had his handprint against these people. What's it called? Against PSG. Killed us in the first leg. Second leg, you know you are not supposed to have this thing. You just went and collected unnecessary red card. Yellow card that you are not supposed to collect. So now, going on that left side, yes, Cucurella is the man. Because that guy one-on-one is difficult to beat him.
Yeah.
It's difficult to beat him. The guy knows how to also move his team forward. I would have bantered him with Calafiori.
He has been playing like a
but when the guy plays, his energy that is given to the team, something else. You see him even in the final third, forgetting that he's a defender.
Yeah.
So on the left side, I would take a Martinelli over Garnacho. Garnacho have not found that consistency. He's a good player. He has not found that consistency. Enzo Maresca still have not trusted him fully.
That's why I said
to give him game time.
Or Pedro Neto.
To give him
Pedro
game
Neto
time.
has been fantastic.
So Pedro Neto has been fantastic. But Pedro Neto, they are playing him as a striker.
Yeah, as a false move sometimes.
So
now they have this boy here return.
Liam.
Yeah.
So I will take Liam over Merino. Because Liam, even though he's a player that are compared to Richarlison, but he's a deadly player. Yeah. Because he can be very erratic, he can disturb you, he's energetic, he can bully you. He does everything, but I think where he has problem is his finishing. But when it comes to disturbing defenders, he has got that energy.
Yeah, it's one thing. One guy who I read a podcast. The guy said some players are scorer of great goals, but not scorer of many goals. And I think like Liam
is one of those, yeah.
Attackers.
So on the right side, just like we said, if I have a Madueke on bench, why would I take an Stanley? Madueke is far better than him.
No, of late you can't compare Stanley to.
Yes, he's been having cameos.
It's one thing, but
he's been having cameos in matches. He had a scored against Liverpool. Played well against Barcelona, but there have been matches where he is not available.
No, but unless he's on the bench.
That's what I'm telling you. It doesn't match.
No, but it's the coach decision to keep him on. It's not like they want to solve him or something like that.
Anyway, I will still take the star boy over him because you know why? The star boy attracts defenders. He attracts people marking him, and he attracting defenders will give other people an opportunity to play. He's not been playing well, but there's something about the star boy. A set piece is something else. When he's not there to take those set pieces, it's always a shortfall for us. So his set piece is an asset for us. His ability to draw defenders, attract defenders towards him is an asset for us. So star boy anytime, any day. And my scoreline,
even though he's not performing well.
Even though he's not performing well, his ability to attract defenders to himself and his set piece. Anytime we have a set piece, a corner kick, he goes there to take it. It's just like the Declaration playing the same thing. Two of them are the best guys.
I think one of the reasons why he has not been playing so well lately is because before this time, he was like a center core in your team. Everything
revolves around
you. Because now everything doesn't revolve.
Which makes it difficult.
You have other wingers who also can do more than what he can do.
Which makes
like Madueke is very skillful.
Which makes it difficult for other teams now to know how to handle. Because before it used to be.
But now he can be silent.
Put three players.
Yeah, but
put three players on Bukayo Saka. Our attack is dead.
I've seen him like against those smaller defenders. They can pocket him the entire game. He doesn't do everything. He wouldn't even like take one dribble past another player.
Don't forget the guy still playing for safety for the World Cup. If you get injured, he's out of the
Ah,
World
no, that's not an excuse. Because with the way he's playing now, if he kept on playing like this, and with those English players that I've seen, with the form that they have been replicating lately,
Starboy's position is...
No, nobody has a stagnant position as far
Anyways,
as
let's leave that for Thomas Tuchel. He has that to say. Now, my scoreline prediction for that match. 2-1.
Okay.
2-1 Arsenal. 2-1 Arsenal. This is how it's been. Danny said, if Chelsea
put up a good fight,
is going to be a 2-2 draw. And if they don't, they're going to they go chopper. Just in local balance, they go chopper.
Oh, we need to call things like that.
So me, no matter how much they play, I know it's going to be a hard fight because you're playing before your fans. I want to show the fans on a Monday night, and of course the energy.
But with your London derby, I don't think it matters that much.
Let's see, 2-1. So wherever you are globally, if you're joining us on this live, this is Offside, brought to you by Arsenal Fans Beat. And you always have my teammates, my colleague, Danny. He says things the way they are. He calls them by their name. The man is the die-hard United guy. But when it comes to talking about United, he doesn't look at anybody's eyes. The guy don't look face.
I've taken doses of adrenaline.
The guy don't look with your face.
I'm taking doses already for Man United for this season because I know we are going to suffer.
So, from Danny, you got what to tell viewers as for
all I want to say is to our viewers out there, I think we're trying to build a wonderful community, and you can help us build that into a greater capacity. But it's going to be you and us. So help us subscribe, like, share, and always join us on Arsenal Fan Beats.
Yes, you've heard it from Danny, the man that loves United to legs. But when it comes to talking about things concerning United that are not correct, the man will just say it. And that's why I love him. Not like those other United, even the man behind the camera, that man. Anyway, the man said they should sack Amory. The man too also have a way of talking things the way
they need to sack him.
Anyways, I'm just pulling Mohamed's legs, Thanks to Mohamed, he's been doing a fantastic job.
For sure.
We'll give him a shout out. All the videos that you see, Mohamed. You also have Banjo and the team. Everyone is just doing well. We want to give them flowers to them so that let them know that how much we appreciate them.
For sure.
This is the offside. Don't forget, just like Danny said, we're building a community. Be part of our community. Follow us on all our social media handles. And make sure you comment, make sure you share, make sure you make noise and let us know how much you feel. And until then, until we come to you, don't forget to stop doing drugs and be yourself. Until then, it is keeping time.
Avoid drugs, it's not good.